Hey guys, Frank Curzio here with another live video. Always love your feedback. FrankCurzioResearch.com. I want to talk to you a little bit about the stimulus plan and numbers because at the end of the day, I am a research analyst for 25 years, and I know we're in a market where numbers don't matter, earnings don't matter right now, and everything is going to go up because the government is backstopping everything. But let's break down some of those numbers and bear with me here, okay? Because I don't want to throw a lot of stuff at you, but we're looking at a $2.3 trillion stimulus. That's what was announced so far. But if we break down some of these industries like airlines, where the International Air Transport Association came out with their figure, and this is after 50 billion in aid was awarded to them, right, from the government. This is last week. So originally they said that they're going to lose 100 billion in sales this year. That was early March. By late March, they said they're going to lose 250 billion in sales. Now they're saying it's 330 billion in sales. Notice that that's just 30 days, really, in a time frame that they went from 100 billion in lost sales to over 300 billion in lost sales in 1 year, this year 2020, yet they're only getting 50 billion in aid. 300 billion in small business loans. You have 280,000 small businesses generate over 30% of the 1.3 trillion in total exports in the US. What does that mean? That's about $400 billion right now. That's 280,000 small businesses. There's 30 million small businesses, and every single small business, every single one should be applying for the loan, whether it's good or bad. Just like Cheesecake Factory can't pay its rent if you're next to them, or if you, why would you pay your rent for? Tesla, everything's great, stocks going higher. They just told everyone that, they have car, not dealerships, but showcased in malls and stuff like that. I'm sure you have in the high end malls that you've seen with Tesla. But Tesla said, you know what, we're telling our landlords that we're only going to pay half of it. I mean, and things are going good there. So I don't think the government is understanding that the way they structured this, where it doesn't matter whatever it takes, right? That's their words, whatever it takes. The amount of money that is going to be needed to backstop everything, because every single company is going to do this. They should do it. They're handing out free money. There's very little guidelines. I mean, right now they're saying it's costing $25 billion a day. That's how much we're losing on the lockdown. Well, let's do some numbers because we start our official lockdown on March 20th. We're on 25 days so far. That's 625 billion. Wuhan was on lockdown for around 60 days. They're still on lockdown. They're like at 25, 30% capacity. It's going to be that way for a while. But even using that time frame, that's another 875 billion. It's 1.5 trillion right there. That's another 1.5 trillion, right? Now, you're looking at our corporate debt market, which is 10 trillion. I would say at least 30% of this is in jeopardy since, businesses remain closed across every place, not generating revenue. Airlines were in great shape, had great balance sheets, but when you cut capacity, you're cutting demand down by 90%. You don't know when it's going to open back up. You're looking at a high default rate where that could be 3 trillion. Yes, the government's backstopping it, but that's 3 trillion. I'm assuming 30%. It could be much more than that in order to backstop these things for several months. How much money are we going to lose per day once the economy opens up? Because things aren't going back to normal. So it's not going to be 25 billion what they're saying today, but maybe it's 10, 15 billion. And that number is gradually, hopefully, going to go lower and lower as maybe we do go back to, which we won't for a while, but even kind of demand. So looking at the numbers and what the government's doing, the market's moving higher because they're backstopping everything. Nobody cares about earnings. Numbers don't matter. The smarter you are, the less money you're going to make because the numbers just don't add up. But at the end of the day, the government, are they going to announce a bigger stimulus plan? Probably. They're going to have to. And maybe that supports stocks even more. But at the end of the day, there are consequences to this. And that's why gold is rising. I'm doing a fantastic interview later today, which I'm going to publish tomorrow about the oil market and contango. Unbelievable. Great analysts coming on. But there are pockets. You see huge consequences of this. But guys, it is about the numbers. It is. And when you look at the numbers, the government's probably going to do at least another $2 trillion stimulus, I would say, in less than 30 days from now. Let's see how stocks react then, because I don't think that's really factored into how much money this is going to cost since they said whatever it takes and you're backstopping everything. I know a lot of numbers thrown at you. Just know that we're going to need a lot more stimulus to stop this because things are really bad on the numbers wise. So I don't know if I'd be buying stocks or so many stocks at these levels. Just be very careful. Frank Curzio, and I'll report back to you guys soon. Take care.